Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again with Assassin's Creed Origins. As we're continuing our Discovery Tour walkthrough, we are actually going to do another tour right now, which is all about Siwa. We need to learn about the geography and importance of the oasis in this area. Estimate time for this one is 7 minutes, 9 stations to take care of. And of course, with the title being Siwa, who better to do this next tour other than Bayek himself? Without further ado, we'll let our history experts take over from here. So, enjoy the tour.
Welcome to Siwa. The Siwa Oasis is in the western desert of Egypt. Geographically, the Siwan Oasis is located in a depression 20 meters below sea level. Its natural springs and warm climate aided in the bountiful production of date trees. Though clearly influenced to some degree by Egyptian and African culture, the area's isolation resulted in a unique society and language. While they worshipped the same deities, Siwan temple architecture differed from traditional Egyptian temples. Old Kingdom Egyptians referred to the oasis as cauldron, due to its unique geographical structure. Oases were crucial for nomadic tribes and caravans. Without them, there was no chance of survival in an otherwise harsh landscape. As such, oases quickly became hubs for trade, as well as areas of political control.
Okay, by the way, before we continue on here, I'm going to hide the text shortly. What you're about to see here, well, you see most of it except for the left portion of it, is a general view of the Siwa Oasis, all the way back in the 19th century. So there's just a quick little tour of the rest of the picture right there. Okay. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and press on and go to the next station.
Because of the dry climate, there is very little rainfall to sustain the oases. Instead, underground rivers flood the natural basins. Since many oases have a north-south orientation parallel to the Nile, some geologists suggest they were once tributaries of the mighty river. There is evidence that ancient Egyptians attempted to create some oases.
And this almost looks like a bit of a world tour map right here of the Nile from Egypt here. So I'm going to hide the text again, just to show you most of the Nile location in Egypt. Okay, let's move on to the next station.
The Libyan oases are the best known, as they are geographically and culturally linked to the Nile Valley and the Delta. These western oases have a distinct geology from the other regions of Egypt. The most famous and important oases are Karga, Dakhla, Farafra, Baharia, and Siwa. The Spring of the Sun is one of many thermal sources in Siwa, with the particularity that Cleopatra would have bathed in this one, giving it its name. The presence of the source beneath was attested already by Herodotus during the 5th century BCE, when the oasis was called Amuneion by the Greeks of Cyrene. Oracles predicted the future, delivered omens that could be more or less obscure, and offered divine guidance. The Siwan Oracle was considered one of the 3 greatest of the ancient world, alongside the oracles of Delphi and Dodoni. Because of the Greek colonies in Cyrenaica, the temple associated Zeus with the worship of Ammon. It is no wonder that Alexander the Great made the perilous journey to Siwa in order to consult the oracle, emulating the actions of mythical heroes such as Hercules and Perseus. This action earned the approval of the oracle, who validated his claim as Pharaoh of Egypt. He was confirmed as the son of Ammon, conferring upon him the most legitimate claim to date of all Egypt's foreign invaders. The powerful and the rich would send gifts or travel great distances in order to ensure their good fortune by gaining the blessing of the Oracle of Siwa. Every successful blessing only increased the soothsayer's prestige. Runner Eubotus, a famous citizen of Cyrene, consulted the Oracle in order to know if he would win the 93rd Olympic Games race in 408 BCE. He did, enhancing the standing of the Siwan Oracle in the process. The Temple of the Oracle of Ammon was built in the 6th century BCE by Pharaoh Amasis. In the game, its entrance is guarded by ram-headed sphinxes, the animal representing Ammon. They were inspired by similar statuary located at the British Museum. Another option would have a Greek-influenced representation of Zeus Ammon, a human-headed sphinx with horns. This representation of Zeus Ammon was very popular in Siwa.
Alright, there you have it. So, the 9th and final station happens to be a behind-the-scenes station of the ram-headed Sphinx. Now, of course, the temple was obviously built back in the 6th century of BCE by the name of the pharaoh named Amasis. Okay, the entrance was guarded, of course, and the animal was represented by a moon. And it got inspired by the similar statuary located at the British Museum, of course. And there you go. I think that's pretty good. So, obviously, Bayek will have a lot more to learn about when he comes back in Siwa, which is, by the way, his hometown as well. So, other than that, that completes the tour of Siwa.
It's not the heat that gets you. Well, it might.
So that completes the tour of Siwa there. So, at least Bayek will have a lot more to learn over there, which he probably did. That's going to do it for there. That's going to do it for now, actually. Thanks for watching this. We will return with more of the Discovery Tour next time. Thanks for watching. See you then.